Hi guys, so I'm going to show you how to get this really kind of sweeping, glamorous cat eye that is inspired by Kate Moss. Definitely one of her more dramatic eye makeup looks, but I think it's so perfect for summer because it really draws just all the attention on your eyes. It's very, very seductive and very flattering, but at the same time we're using neutral colors, so it's going to be really wearable and I think very appropriate for summer. And Kate Moss is always the epitome of chic, and she's always on trend, so I think this is a really great look. Oh, I'm going to show you a really cool trick that you can do with Gossamer that gives you a really kind of dewy, glistening look on your eyelid. That's really, really pretty. So I'm going to show you not only how I got the eye look, but how you know, what I did with the rest of my face using JellyPongPong products. So if you guys are interested, then stick around. I'll show you everything I did. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do whenever you're doing any kind of really dramatic look like this is to make sure you provide a really good foundation for all of your powder eyeshadows by using a good eyeshadow base. And today I'm using the JellyPongPong Nude and Improved eyeshadow base. It looks like that. Apply it with your finger, or you can just draw it right onto your eyelid if you want to. So you can see how well that blends into your skin and your lid space. And I'm pulling some of the product out towards the end of my eyebrow because I want to provide a nice base for the shadows that I'm kind of going to be pulling out that way. So now I'm going to take my JellyPongPong Shadow Taffy, which is pretty hard to miss. Of course, it comes in this super cute packaging with this little bird on top, and inside you have two cream eyeshadows. This has two different colors. One is magenta, kind of this magenta color, and then the bottom one is a really pretty coppery bronze, and that's what I'm going to be using today. And I'm going to take a little bit of that just on my finger. You can use a brush if you want to, but I think it's easier just to apply it right to your lid with your finger, and you want to concentrate the most of this product in around your lash line pretty much, and then blend it out from there. It has such a pretty texture. I love the consistency of this. And much like we did with our eyeshadow base, I'm going to gently pull it out a little bit at the edges. If you want to take it on like a dense brush that's really good for the lower lash line, you can apply it to that area very lightly. I'm going to use the JellyPongPong eyeshadow in the color Base Camp, which is this really pretty olive green. And you want to take it to start off with a fluffy brush because you don't want it to cling to your shadow taffy too much to start off. So I'm going to take it on just like a fluffier crease brush like this. Anything that you can kind of sweep it around. You want to place it onto the shadow taffy, cream shadow, and try to just stick it on there to start off with. Now I'm just going to sweep it around like that. So after I've swept that olive color all over my lid, I'm going to really concentrate it in the top part of my crease right here and kind of pull it straight in towards my eyebrow. And then straight out in the outer corner. And then you'll kind of create like a triangular shape. So to get this bottom edge of the triangle a little bit more defined, you want to take a brush that is a little bit more flat. And again, that exact same eyeshadow. And just create the bottom edge of our shape like that. To blend out the edges of this color, I'm going to use the Venus Magical Pearls in the color Worship. You can kind of see it's that really pretty golden shimmer. So I'm going to take that same fluffy crease brush, and I'm just going to tap some of the pearls so that the outer shadow transfers and you get this gorgeous golden shimmer. And I'm going to take that around the outside edges of that shape we just created and lightly just swirl it around to soften everything up. And it gives you a really pretty kind of glowy look. And don't be afraid to pull the color past like your eyebrow a little bit. Since it's a little lighter, you're really not going to see it. Just going to create a really pretty tapered look. I'm going to apply some more of these Worship Magical Pearls into the inner corner of my eye, and I'm just going to use any like fluffier brush. Touch it to the pearls and then place it in that inner corner. And I'm actually going to kind of sweep it over top of the green. I'm going to use Gossamer, which looks like this. When you open it up, it's this really pretty golden, frothy highlight. And when you apply it to your lid over top of like a dark shadow like this, you'll see it just gives you the most gorgeous shimmering, like glistening highlight, and you want to avoid your crease. Just kind of place it into the center, tap the center of your lid with your finger. You could use a brush to apply this, but I think it's just much simpler just to use your finger. You can top it with the same shade that we used for our highlight. So I'm going to tap a little bit of Worship on top of that. I'm going to use an eyeliner brush like this. I'm using that exact same copper bronze shade from the Shadow Taffy pot. You can see I've used it a lot because it's such a gorgeous color. And a really cool trick that you can do is actually use it as a cream base for your powder eyeshadows to make them, kind of turn them into a liner shade. Take a little bit more of this copper Shadow Taffy, and even though it's lighter than the colors that we placed on our lid right now, I'm just going to kind of make a rounded triangle in the outer third of my eye. So even though it's lighter than the actual eyeshadow I'm using, when you layer like the olive eyeshadow that we've been using on top with any kind of like their pencil brush, it automatically, see how it darkens it? And it makes it really kind of smoky and gives you some more definition around the lash line. And so I think that's a really cool trick. So you can use the same two products for your lid and for your kind of liner, darker definition shade, and you can just use it so many different ways. Create a nice swoopy tilt by lifting the outer corner of your eye up like that. I'm going to add some of this Base Camp eyeshadow to my lower lash line since I've kind of been neglecting that area. For this next step, you can really use any jet black eyeliner. All I'm going to do is just go all the way around my lashes and kind of bury that liner into the base of the lashes. Repeat that same process all the way around my eye. Okay, so I just lined my entire lash line with a jet black eyeliner, and then I also filled in my waterline with a liner that's safe for the inner rim. Then I'm going to kind of soften the liner and smoke it out a bit with some matte black eyeshadow on a tiny angled eyeliner brush like this one. Just kind of top the eyeliner with that and then kind of smoke it out. If you have any fallout from any of the eyeshadows we were using, since they are really pigmented, just brush it away with a large fluffy brush. And I think the last step for completing this really glamorous look is to add a few generous coats of mascara, and I'm using the Fairy Lashes mascara by JellyPongPong, of course, and the color is Flutter, and that is just a stark black mascara. It is so, I love the color of this. It is just so intense. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I really like this a lot. I think this is a nice glamorous look for summer. I think that it's really important to have kind of a really dewy glow. With this look, Kate had kind of a very glowy look to her cheeks and to her skin. So to achieve that same look, I'm going to use the JellyPongPong Wide Awake palette. This has just a bunch of different products that are going to help you kind of illuminate your face. You can see we have like an illuminating cream over here and a highlighting cream over here. I think I'm going to take a little bit of the highlighting cream and just kind of tap that on my cheeks. I'm actually tapping it along the top of my cheekbone. So after you've kind of highlighted your cheeks, I think the best accessory to a really glamorous summertime look like this is to have a beautiful bronze glow. So I'm going to use my Brazilian Sun Puff Bronzer. And the packaging is absolutely adorable. It comes in this little pot, and when you open it up, as if that weren't cute enough, you open it up and there's a little flower powder puff inside, which is super convenient because, and you can see the products down there in the bottom. It's really nice because you can just apply it with this. You don't have to touch the product. It's just like already in there. You can have some of it on. It's really convenient. Since I've already used this on my body, I'm going to use a different brush on my face. So I'm just going to take like any flat top type kabuki brush like that and tap it right into the hollow of my cheek, kind of underneath where I placed that highlighting cream. So I just applied a little bit of the lip cushion in the color Cerise, and look at that, it's so gorgeous. It's a really, really vibrant kind of balm. It adds a really pretty lush look to your lips without looking you know, too dark. Obviously it's a balm, so it's kind of like that jelly consistency. So it smells so good too. It smells like cherries. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. And try it out for yourselves using these really great JellyPongPong products. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.